Hey there YouTube, it's BT4 Wilderness. Welcome to my channel, and yes, right, okay, I'm doing an official Transformers review. First time in ages, well, apart from my 1,000 subs review I did a couple of weeks ago, but anyway, now, anybody who's coming here and doesn't watch me usually I specialise in reviewing Korean figures that I import from Korea, and I do reviews on them like Hello Carbots, Tobots, stuff like that. But I don't normally do official Transformers reviews. The reason being is because I review, facing the camera instead of doing the magic hands thing. I'm a very much an acquired taste to certain people or certain viewers who watch, and I don't think. Well, my official Transformers reviews get very poor viewing figures, so it's just not worth me doing them. But every now and again, a figure will come out, a new release that's a figure that I just feel like I've just got to have a go at, and today is that day. Now this figure is a figure that only got revealed a couple of weeks ago in that Hasbro Pulse 1027 live stream, and then literally a couple of days later the pre-order came out, and then the figure got released, and I received mine a couple of days ago. Now I'm filming this on Sunday the 12th of November, and I got the figure on Friday the 10th, so I got it 2 days ago, and I didn't open it until this morning when I was sort of lounging in bed, and I decided, I'm going to get that figure and have a go with it, and I had a mess with it, and I'm really impressed with it, and I decided, sod it, I'm going to do a review, because there's not many reviews of this figure out there at the moment. So I think if I put this video out, there's a good chance it might get some good traction, because this figure is a newly released. It's very much a here and now sort of figure. It's out there, and it's still readily available, even though apparently it's supposed to be a limited edition. But anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? So before I actually get into the review, I'd just like to say this figure is a crossover for Netflix Stranger Things show. I'm not a fan of the show. I've never watched it. I've got no interest in watching it, so I didn't buy this figure because it's a crossover of Stranger Things. However, I did buy it because of the alt mode and the colours of the alt mode. The alt mode, which is it's a Volkswagen T3 Transporter, or as they're called in America, a Vanago, from 1984, and it's in that glorious, wonderful sort of powder yellow, sort of pale yellow colour, and I absolutely love that. So I bought it mostly for the alt mode and the colours. But because it's a crossover, they've gone to town on the packaging and all the theming on this thing, so I just thought I'd do a review and just mention all that stuff. So yes, so this figure is it's a collaborative crossover with Netflix Stranger Things show, and it's based on a vehicle that apparently appears in the show, and it's a pizza delivery van, and they've done a transforming toy of it, which is amazing. And because it's a pizza delivery van, the packaging. Now when you get it, you get this. So this is your packaging. It's got Transformers Collaborative, picture of the figure and language stuff there. And then you've got pictures on the back of the figure. And then you've got Netflix Who's Watching Code Red on there. And this is a sleeve that goes over the top. And then you get this. The packaging is based on a pizza box, and I absolutely love the fact that they've gone to town, with the pizza packaging on this. So there you go. It's got Surfer Boy Pizza with the number and the logo, and then you look on the bottom, and it's got the the tick boxes for the various toppings, including like they've crossed out pineapple and put jalapeno on it, and then it says customer code red. So there we go. And then when you open it, like a pizza box, inside you've got like printing for a pizza, and then you've got this printed like grease stain on top of the box. I mean, that's attention to detail right there. I love the fact they've gone there, but that isn't all the printing that they've got in this box. So the figure comes wrapped in this paper wrap inside, so you take that out, and then you can see the pizza molding, and then when you take the box out, there's more pizza grease mold in the bottom, including like an uneaten crust right there. So that is such amazing attention to detail. I love the fact that they went all out with the packaging on this. Absolutely amazing. So let's put that to one side. Now, the figure comes wrapped in this paper wrap. Now, you unwrap it. Now, it's obviously done up with tape, which you have to peel off very carefully, and there's a good reason why you should do that, because, you know, there's the figure. Now, this wrapping, when you open it out, you can see that it's got a design on it, it almost looks like a kind of a map design on it. Now, I don't know whether this is reference to a map in the show. I assume that it is. The fact that they've wrapped it in this thing and it's got this design on it. And if you look at it closely, you can see it's almost like it's got stains written on it, and there's like a thing, almost like it's made out of like a napkin or something. I don't know, but you know, it says Lenora Hills there, and it's got like an arrow that goes up to Salt Lake City, and then it goes down to this crude drawing of a girl and a cactus and a thing that says 11, and then it finally goes up to Hawkins, which is up by the trees and the hills. But also in the corner there's a map reference, 37.2331 degrees north by 115 by 7901 degrees west. So it's a map reference to something they're trying to find with this map in the show. That's what I'm assuming anyway. Like I said, I've never seen the show, so I don't know whether this map is a reference to a scene or a prop that's used in the show, but there you go. I like the fact that they've done that as well. I mean, obviously, rest of the packaging, you know, you get the instruction booklet and you get your safety label, so you get all that stuff in there. So that's the packaging out of the way. So now let's get on to the figure. So here is the figure, and obviously my lights are probably going to wash it out because it's in such a bright colour. And there it is. Wonderful alt mode. Like I said, Volkswagen T3 Transporter or Vanago, 1984. Officially licensed Volkswagen, you know, and it's got the writing on the back. It says Volkswagen Vanago and the VW logo. Love that. And then obviously you've got the pizza theming. It's got like the Surfer Boy pizza sign on the top. It's got it on the side, and then it says delivered hot to your door pizza, and it's got the Surfer Boy pizza logo on the front. It's got painted lights. It's got painted grills, painted bumpers. It's got painted side lights. It's got door mirrors and painted wipers. The only thing they haven't painted is the wheels. Now, I've not seen the show, so I don't know whether the wheels are painted, but they haven't painted the wheels, which is usual for Hasbro stuff. But maybe they should have put some paint on the wheels. I don't know. But anyway, can't really fault the alt mode that much. It does have the sticky outy hinges on the side, like a lot of van formers that have been coming out from Hasbro lately, like the Studio Series 86 Ratchet and Ironhide molds. And I thought that this might be like a rework or retool of that mold. And when I looked at it closely, it's a completely brand new mold. It doesn't seem to be based on those molds in any way, shape or form. But I haven't actually got a Studio Series 86 Ironhide Ratchet. I'm hoping to get Ratchet at the MCM Comic Con at Birmingham in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, so as far as I can tell, this is a brand new mold, and it's a really, really good mold. So yeah, so there you go. There's the alt mode. Absolutely looks amazing. It's got painted windows, and it's got transparent blue windows. So yeah, looks absolutely great. Now, transformation on this thing. I will say up front, this thing has got a really smooth, intuitive, easy, straightforward, but also fun transformation. It's an absolute joy to transform this thing. It's really, really great. And hopefully in my video I can do it justice, because I'm not doing this magic hand style. I'm doing it in front of the camera rather than behind it. So anyway, transformation. To start off with, you've got these side panels. Now they come to the large hinge on the side. The hinge on the side is a friction hinge. It's not a pinned hinge. And sometimes this thing pegs in very firmly, so when you're trying to pull it out, sometimes it pulls it off at the hinge. So you just got to be careful. So you grab the wheel, put your thumb on the hinge, grab the wheel, give it a wiggle, and then it comes out, and then you bring that down, and that's the side panel. Then you do the same on the other side, put your thumb on there, give it a wiggle, come on, it does plug in super firm. There we go, and you bring that down. Right, so then you've got to separate the back, so it does plug in very firmly, and then you give it a wiggle, and then you bring the back, and then bring that down, twizzle the waist around 180 degrees, just put this out of the way for now, and then you've got to do the legs. Legs very straightforward. You've got the foot that folds out the inside of the leg, it's on a double hinge, that folds around like that, and then this panel just folds in to finish off the leg. So there you go, you've just got the foot, that comes down, and then this panel just folds in, and there are the legs. Now going up top, you've got these window panels that you fold out like so, and then you've got the arms. Now the arms peg into the roof at the back, so you just fold them out to the side, and then you can bring the roof down to form, you know, the torso and the head. Now this thing, what you've got to do is there's some pegs in there which plug into here, and it hinges down, but also there's some little tabs on the shoulder pieces which plug into the windscreen at the front. Now the windscreen, when you bring it down, it brings up the head, and then it's got this plate on the head which needs to be pushed forward a little bit, and then you bring the windscreen in, get the arms out of the way, and then it just plugs in like that. Now you've got to make sure that this panel that the head's on, this shoulder panel, is actually down a notch. Don't have it facing outwards, else it won't allow the windscreen to plug in on the sides. But anyway, there we go, that's all plugged together now. And then finally all we've got to do is bring the fists out. There we go, there's one arm, and there's another, and there we have Code Red in his robot mode. And like I said, very simple, fun, intuitive transformation. I've flipped it backwards and forwards a couple of times. It's really fun to transform this guy. Very simple, very easy transformation, no loose joints on it, everything plugs together nice and firmly. He's totally solid, but it's a brand new mold, you'd expect it to be nice and fresh. Now, the alt mode is like a deluxe size, but the robot you end up with is definitely a Voyager, and I can prove that because I can give you like a size comparison. There he is next to Jihaxus, because he's a very big Voyager, and he scales pretty well with him. And then I've also got Holiday Optimus Prime, and again same size, so he is a solid Voyager. He's nice and chunky. He's a good solid Voyager. Now articulation on this dude is pretty good. I mean, he's got a really cool head sculpt. He's like wearing almost like a motorcycle helmet with a chin strap. He's got like the like the earpiece. He's got headphones and an earpiece that goes into his mouth, and he's got these transparent green sort of shades or like a goggles he's wearing. Really cool head sculpt. The head is on a ball joint. It gives you a little bit of up and down, obviously round to the side, and then a little bit of side to side as well, so it's got decent. Now you have to make sure that that grey panel, you bend it forwards a notch, because if you have it bent back, then the head backs up against this panel on the back and it's difficult to turn it. So you've got to make sure to do that. Also, it makes it putting the chest in a lot easier as well. Arms out to there, all the way round. Now if you have the arm all the way out, the mould sort of clashes with the bits inside here, so just want to bring it round. Very stiff bicep swivel. Elbow bend just over 90 degrees, and the fists are ball jointed, so they can sort of fold in, and it gives a rotation on the wrist, so that's pretty cool. No ab crunch. Does have a waist joint. It does, if you spin it too far, it does hit the backpack a little bit, but you know, it's got a waist joint. Hips all the way forwards, back that far, out that far, so you know, yeah, can do the full splay. Thigh swivel, it's up in the top, solid 90 degree knee bend, and then the feet are on this double link, so you've got like as much ankle tilt as you could ever want. So yeah, he's pretty flush with transformation, and you know, well, pretty flush with articulation. Cool looking dude. I mean, like I said, the robot mode, the colours on it, I mean, he's got the powder yellow going on, which I absolutely love. And then you've got this other main colour. You've got this off-white, almost like a milky sort of light greyish whitey colour for the arms and the thighs. Looks really good. It really sets off the light yellow really, really well. And then it's got black highlights and a little bit of silver, and then you've got the blue of the windows going on. Now, accessories. This guy does come with a bunch of accessories. Most notably, his thing that goes in the back. His pizza or surfer boy pizza thing. Now this transforms. That bit comes out the back, and then you've got this gun piece that comes out the front. Now he also comes with a blast effect, which will plug into the front of the gun, like so, and then you can obviously hold the gun. Now the gun, they've got that piece that comes out the back, so you can't have his elbow quite at 90 degrees, but then you just have to sort of angle the arm up to get him to point his gun and shoot things. So that's that. Now he also comes with some melee weapons. He's got an axe, which he can hold in his hand, and he's also got like a spiky mace type thing, which again he can hold in his other hand, like so. And obviously he's got wrist swivel, so you know he can handle his melee weapons quite well. The melee weapons will store in alt mode. There is some pegs on these transparent pieces at the back, which allow them to peg into the backpack. There's like an angled slot, and then there's some slots on the pegs on the things, so they will plug into his backpack. Oh, that came out. There we go. So yeah, they will plug into his backpack. And there is one more accessory. He comes with a little pizza box. Now it has a slot in the back. You can't actually hold it in his hand. I know in the thumbnail I had him holding it, but I had a bit of blue tack holding it on. So yeah. Now it can plug into the side of the axe. There is a slot where it will plug onto the side of the axe, so we can have it like that. So yeah, pizza delivery, chop chop chop. Yeah, so yeah, it's got that as well. So the accessories are great. You know, so he's got the gun, and he's got the blast effect. The accessories will plug onto the alt mode, but they just stick on the outside. I didn't show it when we had the vehicle mode, but in the instructions it shows you how to plug them onto the side of the vehicle. There's some pegging ports on there you can do that with. So there we go. There is my review of this dude. Transformers collaborative crossover, Netflix Stranger Things Code Red. Brilliant. I love this thing, and I don't normally do, you know, official Transformers reviews, but I thought, you know, sod it, I'm going to do a review on this thing, and I'm just going to throw it out on the Sunday afternoon instead of on my usual, you know, Saturday morning 9:30 slot. I just wanted to do a review on it because, you know, not many people have reviewed this, so I've got half a chance of getting some decent viewage on this. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. This is a great figure. I can thoroughly recommend you get it if you're on the fence. It's an awesome figure. Like I said, amazing alt mode, great colours, decent articulation, fun transformation. It's got it all going on, and the packaging is just amazing. Bit expensive at, you know, in the UK it's $44.99, or I assume it's like $44.99 in the States. I don't know how much it goes for in the States, but you know, it's like 45 quid. A lot of money for what is essentially just a Voyager figure, but you know, when you look at the fact that it's a crossover and all the accessories and the box, the packaging it comes with, that justifies the price point, and I was quite willing to pay it, and I don't regret it at all. This is a really, really good figure, and I can thoroughly recommend it to anybody who's out there on the fence about picking this up. It is still readily available, but I think it won't be around for long, so if you want to get one, get in there now. This is a figure that you will be thoroughly surprised by, I can tell you that now. So that's been me, TFL Wilderness, throwing out a bit of an ad hoc official Transformers review onto my channel this month. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on doing anything about that this morning, but there we go. This figure I think deserved to be reviewed, and there it is for what it is. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I've been TFL Wilderness. I'll catch you all next time. Ta-da.